What up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, like always, chilling with those two little guys, Verno, Atlantis, and went to a comic book show at a mall in Clovis, California, which is about a 50-minute drive from where I live, and it was cool. It was free, no charge to get in. They had a bunch of 25 cent and 50 cent comics, which is my shit, man. You know, that's what I live for. So, but right off the bat, I just want to give a shout out to another YouTuber. If you're watching my channel, you probably know him, 2Moa. He has a great channel, consistently putting out vids and of good quality. He has shown this a particular book, and I had told him, man, I've been hunting those for a while. I'm trying to get all the Flex Mentallo appearances. If you guys have seen in my videos, you might have seen it that I've showed some of those books before. So anyways, he had told me that he would sell me the number 35, and I was like, cool. He said a certain price with shipping, and I was like, well, what if I pick it up? Because I knew I'd go to Fresno at some point. So he said, all right, man, I asked him, he's going to the show. It's called the Weekend Blender. He's like, yeah. And he's like, so, give me this much instead. So, all right. So we met up at the mall, and so there it is. Doom Patrol number 35. And him being the stand-up guy that he is, decided to throw in number 38, which was the last one I needed. So as far as I know, Flex Mentallo, he has his miniseries and his appearances in Doom Patrol, and I think that's all of his appearances. If there's others that I don't know about, let me know, please share. I'd appreciate it. Also, throwing this out there to the community, I found this guy in the parking lot at a con a while back, and I don't know who the fuck he is. Anybody know who he is? I'm guessing he probably came with a helmet, but I don't know who it is. All I know is the Marvel toy, because I read that on the bottom of his foot. It says Marvel Toys 2000 something. Anyway, so if anybody knows who that is, let me know. Same thing, if anyone knows the Flex Mentallo appearances that I don't know about, please share. I'd appreciate it. And thank you again too, man. I appreciate that. I'll put the link in the description. Not that he needs it, like I said. I'm sure if you're watching this, you probably know his channel anyways. But again, thanks a lot. I appreciate that, man. Mission complete now. I got all my Flex appearances and looking forward to reading them. Now, I guess I'll start with 25 cent books, or they were 25 cents, or 5 for $1. And the whole show in general, I didn't find a whole lot of stuff I was looking for or that was on my list, but I found a lot of cool stuff and a lot of stuff that I sure as shit don't mind having. So yeah, these are the books that were 25 cents each, or 5 for $1. And it's kind of crazy because some of these books they're 2 in a bag, and they just charge 25 cents per each one. So I picked this up for my bro, my big brother Earndog, who never watches my fucking videos. But I got this for him. He's a pretty big Arnold fan in general. So there is Conan the Destroyer, number 1 and 2 issue series, and sure enough, bam! Got the complete series right there for less than 25 cents. Or actually, maybe you could call it 25 cents, I guess. And then, so, you ever get pissed off when you find some stuff because you're like, damn, I already have this, and I had a hard time finding it, and now I find it cheap. So anyways, it took me a couple years to put this run together, and right there I find them 5 for $1. Electra Assassin number 1, and there's actually 2 of those in there. Number 2, I love these fucking old Bill Sienkiewicz covers. Number 3. Number 4. That's probably my favorite cover in the whole series. Number 5. Number 6. Only one missing is number 7, so there's number 8. So I'm putting together another set of those, and I'm gonna give them to somebody. I'll figure out someone to give them to, someone that can appreciate them, because those shits are too good to just let them sit there for less than a quarter, you know. So I had to pick them up, and then oh man, I guess I'm asking a lot from you guys. I don't know what the fuck these are. Well, I kind of know what they are, but I can't find out like what they're worth, if they're worth anything. But I paid a quarter for each one. Here's the shit that threw me off is that it says the strangest teens of all, X-Men, but I guess it's the Uncanny X-Men, number 60 and number 61. So at less than a quarter a piece, I just picked them up just in case, because I was like, there's no way, you know, these are fucking, they're in there, and Two didn't scoop them up. He was already, because Two told me where the spot was where they had the 25-cent books, because they were in like a gaming room, and I wouldn't even have went in there. So I figured he must have looked, and I was like, man, he would have picked these up if they were worth something. But anyways, I still got them just in case. So I had to make, I figured they had to be some kind of reprint, but I was like, but there's no price on them. There's no actual price. So I opened it up, and then I see that there's a advertisement for a VHS cartoon of X-Men. So it had to be in the 90s, not the actual like 60s or whenever those shits came out. But either way, if you guys know what they are, I mean, what the deal is with these reprints, and if they're worth anything, shit, let me know. If not, fuck it, I'll just read them, check them out. Never read any X-Men stuff that old. And man, I bought way more X stuff than I usually buy. Than I bought in a long time. I'm not a real big X-Men person. I mean, I got a lot of love for X-Men just as a fan, but they've never been like my favorite or anything like that. I'm actually more of an Avengers guy, but so I got this just because I remember having it as a kid. I don't remember if it was good or not though, but the cover is fucking sweet. Some Arthur Adams, and there's 2 of them in there. So I don't know. I might ask my brother if he doesn't have this still. I'll just give it to him, I guess. Give him one of them, and then. So I put together this little run of. So like I said, I wasn't looking for this, but being a teenager in the 90s, you know, Jim Lee, all those Image guys, McFarlane, you know, Larson, Wills, all those dudes, Silvestri, they all got a special place in my heart, even if they're not my favorite, even Liefeld, you know. So, like I said, I wasn't looking for these, but I was like, shit, man, if I get some Jim Lee X-Men, there's 274. If I get some Jim Lee X-Men for less than a quarter, you know, I'm going to get them. So, they actually had more, but I got the ones that were in consecutive order without gaps. There's a lot of other random ones with big spaces in between, and I probably should have just got them just to fucking look at them, but me being a weirdo, I guess. So I got 274, 275, and these are actually in pretty good condition for being unbagged, or no bags, no boards. I love this book. I have it already, but mine is all beat up. This is in a lot better shape than the one that I have. So I said, fuck it, for less than a quarter, I'm going to do that. And then 276, 277, and yet for some reason, like I said, I was buying consecutive, but for some reason I still bought this one just because I like the cover. I think I've seen it in other people's videos. I don't know if it, oh, that's just a nice wraparound cover too. I don't know if it goes for anything. I haven't looked it up yet. But that's a sweet ass cover. Will's Art Dybert on inks, I think. And then a little bit more X stuff. These are still polybagged, unopened. X Factor number 85. I'm a Jay Lee fan. I've been a Jay Lee fan since he started his Namor run. Now, he's not every panel isn't a winner, but you'll see some striking images in every book that he draws. Like I said, some panels they don't work so well, but then there are others that they make up for it. I think that's why he's probably more of a cover artist. But there's I had this one and it was awesome, but it was tore the fuck up, like so bad I just threw it away. And then there's this one, number 86. I never read this one. Looking forward to it, to seeing what happened next. I'm not gonna get that whole Executioner song crossover shit because I don't care to. It's too big, and I'm not really that interested in it. So, anyways, yeah, that's all the. So for all those books right there, I paid $4.25. So I don't know. I lost count how many books there are. They're counting the doubles, but it's less than 25 cents a book. So $4.75 for that. And then these are all the 50-cent books I got. So these books were 50 cents, right? And I got Earth X, Number X, which is actually 13. I don't know why they call it X, but whatever. I'm putting this, chipping away at that run. Only got a couple left, I think. So I found all these books in the guy had his dollar books that were they were 2 for $1, except he had another separate box that that were actually $1, and this was in that box, and he let me have it anyway, so it came out to an even 5 altogether. So that's Daredevil Yellow number 2. I'm putting that together. I think I'm like halfway. I got like half of it now. I got this Avengers Rogue Planet number 1, which is actually number 24, but it's the beginning of that story. So I figured it might be a good jumping on point. I'm a fan of Jonathan Hickman. Also a fan of however you say that guy's name. And just an Avengers fan in general. So I figured I stopped buying Marvel stuff at this time when they started kicking their prices up. So it's a $4.99 price tag on that. So I went with it. I got this Stephen King, The Gunslinger Born, number 2 of 7. I'm putting a run of that together for my brother. He read some of the novels, so I'm just picking those up as I can find them cheap. Then I got this JSA number 8 because last year I bought a run of these 1 through 7, and the story it's all right. The writing's okay. I really like just the Freddie Williams art. That's the main reason I bought it. So like I said, I have 1 through 7, so I got number 8. And then I got number 11 just because I wanted to round it out so I would have an even number. So I mean, if I can get 10 for $5, why am I going to get 9 books, So I just grabbed that. Again, the art it makes it worth it to me. Then I got Scratch by Sam Keith. I never seen these before, and what really sold me on it was seeing this issue with Batman. Now I think that wolf looks cool though too. So yeah, I'll probably try and I don't know how the story is, but just for the art, if I like it, I'll try and get the other. If I can find them for cheap, I'll get the other 2. And then I got these authority books. Let me see, Revolution number 7 and number 10. So I think I have like 4 of those. Like 4 of those books out of the, I think it's a 12 issue run. So yeah, I like Brubaker's a good writer. Dustin Gwynn's a good artist. So I just picked those up. I like the authority. And then lastly, I bought these books for 50 cents each, but I had 75 cents left. I had 75 cents from when I bought those other books for $4.25. So I got this Thor, God of Thunder, Last Days of Midgard number 1, which is actually 19, but it's part of that Jason Aaron run. So I said, why not? All the Jason Aaron stuff that I've read, Thor, has been good. I bought this one. So like I said, these were 50 cents each, but I had 75 cents. I just asked the dude if he'd give them both to me for 75 cents because I wasn't sure if I had this one or not. And I was like, I'll risk a quarter. I couldn't remember if I had it or not. And sure enough, I do. But oh well. So I paid 75 cents for those 2. So you figure with these 2 and that those quarter, $5 for $1 books, that was $5 altogether just for that. I mean, for all that stuff. And then last, I'm going to show, the last thing I picked up, this one I actually paid $1 for. And this is the Max number 6. And the reason I got it is that's my man, Mako, right there from Savage Dragon. And whenever I see him on a cover, I just buy it just because I like the character. I think he's cool. So anyways, yeah, I was... I did a lot of digging. Got like I said, a lot of stuff I wasn't looking for, but I'm happy to have. You know, that's one of the ones that I was actually looking for, so I was glad to get that. And it was a good time, man. And again, 2 hooked me up, which I appreciate. And so it looks like not much going on for a while for me, but at the end of April 28th in Bakersfield, which is about an hour drive from where I live, I'm gonna check this out. $5 admission, so looking forward to that. Any locals, you know, if you see me out there, say what's up. Yeah, so that's what I'll be doing next. So it'll be a little while till I make another video, most likely, unless I find a sale or something going on. So, you know, thanks for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with your friends. Oh, comment, man. I love the comments. Whenever, if you got time to comment, you know, I'll always get back to you. And I love, you know, exchanging knowledge and shit on there with the community. And that's it, man. Like I always say, get off of YouTube, go read some fucking comics.